The views and opinions expressed on Live at the Barbershop are entirely those of the host, guest, and caller and do not reflect the opinions of Live at the Barbershop or its staff. Viewers' discretion is advised. The following podcast is intended for mature audiences only and contains adult contents, graphic language, strong sexual content, and a whole lot of shit talking. So in other words, get your kids out the room.
Live, here we go at the barbershop with your hosts, Misha J, Aaliyah, Black Republican, and those two crazy Caribbean guys from the Q&N show, Norris and Q. And now, the man of the hour, Mr. HNIC, Mr. Sleep When You're Dead, Hustle Now, the magnificent.
Yo, son. What's up with all that?
I was just trying to amp it up, you know, like...
Oh, okay, all right, yeah, I'm all right, I'm with that.
John, live at the Barbershop Podcast.
Hey guys, it's your girl Nisha J, live at the Barbershop, bringing you some good topics to talk about today. So, as you know, we talk about things. We're just going on the fly today. We have a couple of topics to talk about, like R.Kelly, Sha'carri Richardson, and Tyrese and his mansion issues. So as we begin the show, let's bring in our crew. We have our girl today, Aaliyah. Are you in the house today?
What's going on, everybody?
What's up?
How you doing?
We good out here. And next, we're gonna have our boy Yo Q.
What's up, bro? What's up, man? We're back, man. The shop is officially open, man. What's up, ladies? What's up? We're good.
What's going on?
It's a beautiful day in MIA down here, you know? Beautiful.
Beautiful down there, beautiful weather.
Yeah, always. Hot.
It is hot, yeah.
Yeah, the heat is turned up. Yeah.
And last but not least, we have Black IT.
I'm in the building. I'm here. You're not gonna see me, but I'm here.
He's here.
Yeah.
I'm on the ones and twos.
He's on the ones and twos. Okay.
All right. Yeah, I heard you.
And the finale goes to JohnJohn.
What it do, my
What's up, my bro?
Love your intro. You're gonna have to start doing it from now on then.
I've been doing that, but you don't listen.
You give me a break, for real.
John.
Yeah.
What's up, babes?
What's good, family?
We're gonna share the pressure. We're gonna share the pressure.
We're gonna share.
Feeling that.
You feeling
Sharing
that?
the spirit.
Yeah, I feel it. Yeah.
Sharing the
Good.
spirit. I feel that.
Good.
So what's good? I heard you saying you're gonna do a couple of things. You got the Tyrese situation. I definitely want to touch on that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we hear that Tyrese is complaining about having the luxury of living in a mansion. I mean, you know, when you buy things, people forget the upkeep factor. And that's what I got from this conversation. You know, it's nice to have a nice luxury car, a nice looking girlfriend, you know,
But the maintenance.
children, other men. Yes, it always comes with a price factor. So it's always nice to have it in the beginning. Yeah. But then there's a maintenance cost that we tend to forget. And it seems that Tyrese got slapped with that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right?
I see him been showing clips of leaking house. Oh, can you buy a mansion not long ago and you got leaks?
Well, see, as a homeowner, you don't know what's going to happen. And as a car owner, you never know what's going to happen. I've had my share of
lemons.
I've owned a BMW, and I'm telling you that X5 had me in the shop every couple of months. But that's the risk you take. I mean, you gotta do your research on your cars or whatever you invest in to see what the maintenance cost is or whatever the likelihood of issues you may have with it.
Yeah, but
Owning a house, period.
I heard buying cars from older people.
yeah, that's
the
genuine.
best. It's
Yeah,
the
that's
best,
genuine.
'cause Their
Their car goes to the dealership to check.
every day.
Yeah, our cars go to the dude on the side of the
block.
street on the block. You see,
Well,
so,
I actually know someone who specifically buys his cars
from the older
from
folks.
older people. He drives down to Florida. He purchases the car and he drives it up. And they usually want to get rid of it fast, which means it's low
Yeah.
cost.
Yeah,
And second of all, they want to make sure they're not, have issues on the road. So they always took it to get maintenance. So that's actually not a bad idea.
so I guess this mansion wasn't bought from older folks.
No, it wasn't. And as someone who speaks highly about buying property, Corey, what do you think about this situation with him?
With Tyrese?
Yeah.
JohnJohn.
I think what it is with maintaining your regular home is an issue. Much less you talking about a home that's 5 times the size of a regular home.
Yeah,
You're dealing with the electricity, you're dealing with lawn care, you're dealing with maid service, all these different things, and it costs. So now when you were doing well in the Transformers movie in the beginning, but your spending habits haven't changed when the Transformer movies stop and the Furious Fives and all these different things.
Hey, nobody told him to go buy.
Hey, listen, this dude should have taken. He should have get some advice from Rick Ross, man. Rick Ross has his own lawnmower, man.
He did his own lawn, right?
He cut his own lawn, man.
Who? Rick Ross?
Rick Ross does his own lawn.
He cut his own lawn.
At his mother's house. At his mother's house over in Miami Gardens.
No, at his own house.
No, at his own house. He had got that
own house.
John Deere lawnmower.
Yeah, okay. Which house? The one in Atlanta? Which one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
You know how many acres that is?
Yes.
Don't let
No, he has that one that cut the highway.
The last person that owned that house was Evander Holyfield.
Right.
You know how much the maintenance was for that? $5,000 a month for the guy to cut that lawn.
Right, and then he says he saves what was it, $100,000 a year or something? Cost it was
because
astronomical.
Listen.
He said he gets on his rider and he rides it for 5 hours.
Who's saying he cutting it? Rick Ross?
He says he does it. He quoted he does it.
No, JohnJohn.
JohnJohn, you mad because he cut his own yard?
No, I'm just saying. Come on, you talk. I've done stuff with Ross before, and I'm telling you, I don't see that.
What he says, he has that luxury John Deere with the AC.
I don't care what he got.
His liquor, his cigar, he's like this.
He ain't cutting them acres for Dolo.
Huh?
Okay, he's not cutting all them acres for Dolo. I can tell you that.
Well, he says it saves him money. Just think about it. If you can save money by throwing,
He might be cutting the front part, maybe the front part right around the little.
Oh my God! Look how you are just hating right now.
I'm just saying, and I need to see him walk. I don't need to see him riding on no.
Oh my God!
Okay, walk all them acres, and then I got something to say with you. Other than that, that's bogus. I don't see that.
Well, he says he does it, and I'm only quoting what he says.
And the cameras was rolling, right?
No,
and the cameras were rolling. And the cameras were rolling, right?
JohnJohn,
Aaliyah, you know we can still see you, right? The cameras are still rolling, right?
Aaliyah, your camera is fake. Look at that. Look at that, JohnJohn, that big John Deere.
Well, next time out in Miami, next time I roll down to Miami, if I see him, I'm gonna ask him. I need to see it for myself.
I'm telling you, he said he gets on that thing, and it's like a couple of hours.
And let me tell you something. I'm gonna invite him over to my crib. I'm gonna put a weed whacker in his hand and see how he get busy. Is he lying? Okay.
Right.
No, he doesn't use the weed whacker. He used the tractor.
Yeah, he uses
somebody's edges.
Yo,
Oh my God.
I don't even see him being out there half an hour. He's doing.
Alia, we can see. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Oh my God.
After he
But
ate 11
Tyrese,
chicken wings.
Tyrese, I call him the king of
Alia?
complaining, because every time he gets on the social media, he's
Yeah,
always complaining about something. And he's complaining about water leaking from his mansion. And now I guess he's going to put it up for sale. Who is going to be willing to buy that?
But did you hear though? You know he bought one in Atlanta for $4 million.
He what?
He bought a bigger one in Atlanta
for $4 million. Yeah,
for $4 million. So he went from almost.
We got Nisha. We got a family in the house. Want to get in, man? Let her in, man. Let her in, Nisha.
Who that?
Sassy.
Miss Sassy.
Let me in. Let me in. Gotta talk about Tyrese.
Oh my God. Is this an intro?
Shop bell.
Do you believe he let me do the intro?
Oh, who, JohnJohn? JohnJohn don't share nothing. I'm surprised. Not a thing.
Sitting up here talking about
Tyrese?
Rick Ross and Tyrese and his house issues and how.
So wait, so Tyrese.
So hold on.
He.
Hold on, Sassy.
Sassy.
What's up?
Your mic a little bit.
Turn it down. Too loud. Okay, let me try
Do you have two windows open?
No. Okay. I'm always the one with the audio issues, though. Is that a little bit better?
Hold on, let me see. Check.
Does that help? Does that help?
Yes, that's better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It might be coming from two places on the one computer, which is weird, but anyway.
It's better, Tyrese hater. That way you know.
I actually like Tyrese. I don't like how he's been behaving in the past few years. I'm
like him when he was on the bus drinking a Coca-Cola.
What's going on with him?
Likes that. That's what they girls
Hey,
but so he moved from LA 6,500 square feet to 25,000 square feet. So yeah, if you're gonna move, multiply, go up, whatever, 4 times, 6 times where you were, you're gonna pay 6 times whatever you paid before. That's just how it goes. And so yeah, maintenance, upkeep.
Right.
Yeah. It's not so much just to go get a house for $4 million. Then you gotta maintain it. So it doesn't stop at $4 million. And he ought to know that. Come on now. He's been in the game long enough.
It sounds like a lawsuit to me, and that's just my spidey senses of being a New Yorker.
Yeah, but that should be a new construction house, though. Didn't he build that one in Atlanta? I think that's a new construction.
Yeah. Oh, the one in Atlanta?
The 25,000 square feet.
Well, why are we owning so much these big houses all over the place?
Because someone else down the block had one, so you gotta have one too.
That's
FOMO.
Crazy.
You got one, I gotta get one too, and I gotta do one up on top of you. So, terrible. And then Aaliyah does it, and then Nisha does it, and JohnJohn does better than Nisha. That's just how it goes.
No, not me. Not me.
Maybe Nisha, she next to
Well, Nisha, she take a golf course. She take a golf cart to get to the next side of the house. So
haters.
Right.
So speaking about haters, let's talk about
the
next person who's I think is a terrible person.
Oh man,
R.Kelly.
Yeah.
And his trial.
That just week number 2.
And all of the allegations that came out that he is proving more and more to me that he is an idiot. How about he's gonna come out and say to the doctor that he hired to cure his STDs, do I really need to wear a condom?
Wow.
When having sex? Did you hear that?
I missed that one, but wow.
So he hired a physician, right? To take care of his illnesses that he's had. He didn't pay him cash. He just allowed him to come to the concerts and to certain things with his wife that and his family members or whoever he chose to bring. So when he was telling R. Kelly at one point that he had an STD, specifically herpes, that you need to wear a condom, he was like, "You mean I can't have sex raw?" And he was like, "No, you can't." This man just don't care.
It's
Don't.
nasty, man.
That's crazy.
This dude is crazy, man. He should have played insane before it reached this far.
You think?
You should have played sick, man. Mental.
But that's the ego. The ego will have you tripping like that. It will just take you on a roller coaster ride.
I don't think that made a difference. I don't even know why he asked the doctor that.
Right.
From EP and that young lady, he should be locked up.
He pee on a young lady?
Years ago.
The initial young girl.
Oh, okay.
Years ago.
Yeah, that man. Come on, man.
There was also allegations that he slept with a young boy.
Dude,
that's a new one. I didn't hear that one.
Yeah.
So apparently, his road manager knew more than what she was leading to, and she said she knew that he was sleeping with not only women, he was sleeping with minor boys.
Wow.
His brother speaks.
I was explaining that to somebody because one of the girls that was in the house, he had her change her attire and cut her hair and everything like she was a boy, and she was a very pretty girl.
Wow.
Very pretty girl.
I remember her. Her mother came to get her.
Yeah, but he had her looking all the way like a boy.
Wow.
Oh, wow, that's interesting.
So he had her looking like a boy. That means he wanted that look.
Yeah. It just keeps growing. I think the manipulation, the control. When you conquer this one, okay, that's not enough. I need another one. I need so it just kind of escalates.
He's a narcissist. He's controlling.
Honestly, I think
he's controlling.
A sexual fetish that just kept growing and growing and growing and seeding deeper and deeper. And it says a lot about him because already he had a fetish for younger, immature adults, children. And then now we're finding out it didn't end with the girls. It went straight to young boys. So look at the age bracket that he was hitting. And obviously they had to have a young look to them. So that's just pedophile-ish on the 15th level. And for him to even deny, to say that he never ever partook or just deny all of these charges, it's just hard to not believe that this is not true with everything that's coming out. I mean, it's just a lot. And also the fact that he got Aaliyah pregnant. Like, I mean, not Aaliyah here, but the singer. He got her pregnant.
I didn't hear that one because I would assume that there's an NDA. Her parents don't say anything about this.
Yeah, and that was another thing. Like, how come my parents don't come out and say anything
when there's an NDA? Because if there's a non-disclosure agreement, you speak, you got to pay back whatever you got paid.
But nobody spoke about it. Nobody.
How many times we see this? Even the young ladies that were they could not find that was with him. Where are the parents? Where were those parents?
He said that I believe he was paying them, and then when the payment
he paid a lot of money out for settlements.
Then he that's when they wanted to come forward because they wanted more money, really. Because if a person been doing that since they was younger, then I mean, how you feel like something's supposed to change? What changed? The only thing that could possibly have changed was the money. So
most of these celebrities, they tried everything. They run out of stuff, so they get crazy with it.
Right.
Anything.
Is that presumed power? That presumed power can really.
Well, let me ask everyone. Let me ask everyone a question.
Narcissist.
Just on the sideline of things, do you think, due to the fact that he was molested when he was younger, right? On a psychological, hold on 1 minute. On a psychological base, I'm not defending him, What I'm saying, I'm trying to get into the psyche half of it. So, due to the fact that he was molested at a young age, and then when he gets to an older age and having the superstardom that he has, do you think something clicked inside of his brain to say now he has full control over those that are younger or beneath him? Now,
No.
the power that was taken from him when he was younger, now he's gonna kind of just like how a narcissist would, in a sense.
I don't think that.
Go ahead, Leah.
I don't think that he.
No. Yeah.
I don't think that he's looking for power. I think it's more so well, in my opinion, I think he's probably more so thinking about, it happened to me, I turned out fine, so, they'll be all right.
And
I don't think he's, I mean, it might be some extent to control because he's prohibiting them from doing certain things that they want to do or want, they got to ask him permission to do this and do that. But it has to be something behind the reason why he's doing that. And that could be because of them being underage. He wanted to make sure he knew every move that they made.
Control.
That could have something to do with it.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, I just feel like he was thinking to himself, he turned out all right. So
I think when people do these type of things, I don't think they really ever take into consideration the impact it has on the other person.
I
think they just look at their self gratification in that moment, and then that's it. So because I think for them it's moment to moment.
Yeah, because for a person, if you were troubled, wouldn't you be more protective of other people?
Some do, but then some don't.
Not if you don't think nothing's wrong.
That's why I said he felt like he turned out okay, and by it being a woman that did something to him, that's probably all the more reason he felt like he was okay. Because I mean, he also did have the opposite sex do something to him too, but at the same time, I think it started with his sister, right?
Yeah.
That's the same man that says nothing wrong with a little.
I also feel that
with a little bumper grind, man. So
hold on, Nisha, what are you saying?
I also feel like the worst thing that ever happened to him was to become a star, because the power and the fame and the notoriety and the trusting of people and the amount of people around him just enable his desires to fulfill these terrible desires. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like that was just a negative thing for him, a person in this particular aspect, because, he just was able to fulfill everything he wanted to do. And no one was able to tell him no, And the bad part is he used that as a clutch to allure more people in, more children in. So whereas, a pedophile would probably pick to be a school teacher or probably pick to be someone who's a coach, he just said, I could help you become a star and lured more kids in and use that as a chokehold. And that, man told you.
I don't mean to cut you. Go ahead.
And that to me, I guess, increased his power per se in his brain.
But at the same time,
it's all about money, man.
At the same time, who are we holding accountable? Because you can hold a lot of people accountable, not just him. You can also hold the schools accountable, because the school is the one ringing the bell saying that R.Kelly's here, R.Kelly's here.
Yes.
And they were providing him
with the kids.
So, they didn't say no.
But that's on a celebrity level.
The parents didn't say no. The person
Go ahead.
The person who I think should be held the most accountable would be the parent, because at any point
the enablers
they have the authority
to
say, I'm not going to let my child go with this person, or even though you giving me money, I'm not going to allow you to do this to my child.
Yeah, they didn't have a boundary. They just let it slide, right?
So they can bring him to trial, and just like they're bringing him to trial, you have to realize that, okay, well, let's get these parents. They need to be on trial too.
Oh,
let's get this.
What's
The people
saying?
that's more responsible for providing him the things that
The
he needed
access to their
to
kids.
keep him moving, because all that did was gave him more power.
Right.
By them allowing that.
What are you saying, John?
No, but I was just saying that the funny thing about it is that, hold on a minute.
You got a minute.
Oh,
1 minute.
Me.
Now I was saying the funny thing about it though is the fact that he blatantly was telling all of us everything to our face. When you said just a minute ago how he can lure people in, that's where the Pied Piper comes in.
Yeah.
He did call himself a Pied Piper. He didn't hide it.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. How he blatantly put it in your face, and a lot of us didn't realize it at the time.
Right.
Yeah.
So
we probably didn't realize it, but people from the city probably realized it, because
but that's
if
the
you
thing
go
again.
to a high school,
we're talking about where they're enablers. When you
going to a
listen
high
to all
school,
stuff, but when you listen to all the stuff that came out when they were saying that, I've been to Chicago and I've been hanging with a lot of heads that was telling me stuff on that situation. And when they talk about it, it doesn't affect them as much as outsiders, because
because
to
it's common
them
knowledge, probably.
it's a regular thing. Because
It's
no
common
one in
knowledge.
Chicago was gonna do anything to the Michael Jordan of R&B. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when they were telling me this story, oh yeah, he used to hang out at McDonald's, and you like McDonald's? They're like, yeah, it's regular. To us on the outside, it's like McDonald's. What the fuck? But then,
yeah, I heard that story. Yeah,
you can you imagine yourself going? All right, Nisha and Sassy could tell you, from us being from Queens, you used to see Salt and Pepper, LL Cool J, Run DMC. Can you imagine seeing any of them hanging out at McDonald's talking to
all the time?
You know what I'm saying? Like, it would blow your mind to see, like, yo, is L talking to this little 11-year-old girl? You know, it's like,
yeah,
it would just blow your mind. And I think for us, we would have already started throwing stones at L or whoever if they did that. For some reason, the enablers, and I don't want to say it like that, so I probably won't bother to say it, but at the end of the day, certain places and in a certain time zone, when you have these superstars that are bringing your place to the forefront, a lot of times they don't want to shake the tree. You know, they don't want to shake up what's going on. You know, and sometimes with us being from New York, you see so much different things. It becomes whatever. We don't really pay attention. While somewhere from another state or another town, it's like it's a big deal. So when that happens now, the enablers come out. So when we talk about that, you talk about all the different people that was in his camp, the managers, the security. Because you can't tell me you're sitting in a studio and you bringing all these little young girls in and somebody ain't saying to themselves, yo, something's wrong with this.
Yeah.
No, but everybody wants that paycheck.
Yeah, you're on the payroll.
But you know what baffles me? All the people who say they never saw or they didn't know, and you know darn well they did. And that's what makes me so upset, that here we are persecuting the cops
girls
or whatever, to say, that cop is dirty, but yet we sit and we know these people are creepy and they're around these other children and they're allowing it, and they know it's wrong, and it's because they're getting paid off that they're not admitting their faults. And that's why I think it's awful. Like, the witness stand for this trial, there's tons of witnesses, and the fact that the man isn't this his second trial? Is this his second trial?
Or third?
Yeah.
Like, how does he keep getting off? Obviously, money is a factor here. So I just pray that
loopholes. They look for loopholes and jump through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There ain't gonna be too many loopholes left because you got to pay for loopholes, and that's the lawyers.
Right.
And
right.
One of the things is technically he doesn't say you cannot leave. I think that's one of the loopholes that he uses. It's
absolutely does not. They stay at their own.
They just stay at their own will. It's not like they get physically locked into a room or anything.
If they want to leave, they can. But
but there was one female.
A couple of them came back.
But there's one female who wanted to leave. and could not get up. The
Did,
house
did,
was too big. She
did
don't know
anyone hear the latest
which
thing where he
one.
tried to use about the
He wanted to
STD?
leave and couldn't leave.
The STD?
Yeah,
It was,
he used the latest loophole. He was trying to use that and saying it should have never been entered in as evidence because
So,
at the time I believe he was saying that that had nothing to do with the situation. So when they put that in, that was one of the things he's using now to try and get himself out
yeah,
on
yeah,
on on um on bail or something.
yeah,
Because he was
Okay.
saying they used it and it shouldn't have been used at the time because it had nothing to do with what was going on.
But it's
yeah,
evidence if he gave somebody an STD, that's evidence that that person contracted it from him. And if they're young, then that's
That's
evidence.
not evidence.
No, she could get it anywhere.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The one who was trying to leave, it was the mansion. She didn't know which door leads out. So
That's her
Oh
problem.
my
she
God.
couldn't get out.
That don't mean she couldn't leave.
She doesn't know which door lead to the street.
Yeah,
Mm-mm-mm.
it's tough.
But he's nasty, man. Straight up. He's
Each
crazy.
their own.
Yeah.
So now we're going to move on to our final topic, which I'm very passionate about.
Okay.
I am
Why?
red tea.
Yeah.
Red tea, okay?
I'm gonna go into my own weirds
Okay.
now.
Sha'carri Richardson,
Yeah.
United States fastest woman, supposed to take over
whoa,
FloJo's.
whoa. Correct.
Hold on, let me finish. Supposed
Six.
to take over, supposed to be America's fastest woman, 100-meter, 200-meter sprinter.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just go in and I'm gonna just say what I gotta say.
Yeah.
Everybody knows I'm into track. My son runs track. I watch track any time of day I want to. I am very vocal about track and the track runners.
I'm passionate about track too. Me too.
Passionate. I mean,
And I ran track for 8 years.
I'm telling you, it is the one sport that you could be up one day and down the next. And right now we are viewing it live on TV. This Sha'carri Richardson ran at the Prefontaine meet this past Saturday, August 21st at 4:15 p.m. And
to the exact.
I'm telling you right now, she ran against Elaine Thompson,
Hara.
right? Her and she ran against Sharianne Frazier, and she also ran against Sha'carri Jackson, right? Excuse me if I'm saying her name wrong.
Sharika Jackson.
Sharika Jackson, right. So she goes out there saying that how she's ready to run. I don't recall hearing her saying that I'm going to beat these girls, but there has been allegations saying that she's going to beat these Jamaican runners. She gets out there and she comes in dead last. Not only did she come in dead last, but Elaine Thompson sets a record of 10:54. She's the second fastest woman next to FloJo.
Jamaica to the world.
When I say I am appreciative of a runner, I'm appreciative of any country she comes from. The fact that she's able to achieve that honor, to me, is so impressive.
Yeah.
And here comes Sha'carri. As soon as she starts the race, I could see in her face. It was clearly like,
I'm not ready yet.
Not ready? What am I doing here? And I just didn't believe that she allowed herself to come in last. It seems to me that she didn't even push.
Even a young Jamaican.
No, listen.
Brianna Williams? Brianna Williams beat her, she has the record for under 20 for Jamaica as well.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you right now, Sha'carri knew she was going to lose. And she purposely came in last and was preparing her speech as coming off, I'm still the sixth fastest and all this other blah, blah, blah.
And we have a production, of young ladies under 20 still training.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And not giving the proper props to the people who have gotten to that pinnacle of 1, 2, and 3, which is the Jamaican women team.
She even go as far as
They already
disrespecting.
when you're before you even race, you pretty much already see what people times are coming in.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether she was trying to do a Floyd Mayweather or I don't know what she was trying to do, but you can clearly see if before you even get out there on a race, before you even get there, your coach is gonna tell you this girl is coming in at this speed, this girl coming in at this speed,
but
and this is where you are. So you already know when they set the lanes up, they're gonna set the lanes up pertaining to how they want people to fall.
Yeah, in the qualifying race, did you know that a lot of Jamaican run some good timing and went to the Olympic and don't even place?
You know why?
Yeah.
Because they run semifinals and finals. They run so many times where the
if they have 3 heats.
They didn't have no heats like that. They just came out there and just ran.
No, I'm saying I'm telling him if they have like separate heats.
Yes.
It's not gonna that's not how it's not about the heat.
Yeah.
So many semifinals this. So that's I believe the reason why Elaine Thompson was able to get 10:54. But here's my thing. Let's talk
all these people are senior. They know about the Olympic. They know about losing. They know about everything.
Yes.
She came with a hype. I'm not saying you're not gonna put yourself in that position where,
I'm bigger.
You're the best. It's just like rapping. A lot of rappers say they are the best, but we know who's the best.
She did a Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is she put herself out there and she can maintain, because right now she's on a rant on Twitter. She's disrespecting the females, and she bring it to another level where she disrespecting the country itself.
It's called self-sabotage. She is self-sabotaging.
Not only did she disrespect the country, she disrespected Allison Felix.
Yeah.
And the fact that there was no holds barrels. Like, it's like, she just doesn't, to me, honestly, I think the fact that Nike backed her, we backed her, okay?
Yeah.
As people. And then also she's using this excuse of her mom as being deceased, which is definitely something very heavy somebody could deal with. And then she says that she smoked marijuana and knew it was illegal and still decided to do it, which I truly believe the marijuana was a cover-up of some other substance.
Oh.
But Alex and Phoenix.
She looked like she do meth the way them teeth was looking. The teeth. My thing is, I don't understand. I mean, even though she did all of that, even though, like you said, you can look at the time, she already knew where she was gonna fall at. Yeah, I'm 100% sure she already knew she was gonna fall. You can sit there and pretend like you gonna run a little faster, but now depending on her workouts, maybe her workouts can make her run a little faster.
She still has some gas in her, but she just got to
being last. That was a big gap in between of what their time was and what her time was.
Well,
I don't know whether she was just trying to blow smoke. Or maybe she was trying to blow smoke, and maybe she was just trying to boost her own ego. But the thing about it is, at the end of the day, she's still a part of the U.S. She still did her best. I don't understand why.
And she's a sister, but she needs to be humble.
Wait, let Aaliyah finish.
I mean, I don't understand why that. Why she could have did it more gallantly than what she did. Did you see how she slung her hair up? The wig up forward before she got ready to.
But the beginning of the race when she was mentioned, the rest just take it like this is what we do all the time.
No, they mention the name.
She's like, I'm like, come on.
Some racers say that they do that because they have to. It's like to keep their own focus. So they boost themselves up by doing things like that. But she has to. I mean, she needs a team around her to really guide her.
It's called intimidation.
Yeah,
she needs a team around her because even though this happened, you still have to carry yourself with grace. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Jamaica love when you fall.
Yeah.
Well, you know, that's not necessarily true because if you think about it, Muhammad Ali did.
John, you okay out there, man?
He wasn't being
Smiling like
humble.
crazy, man.
He would go in and he didn't care
But
how
consider
or what
who he was fighting though, and consider his time.
Would say that he
but remember now, he was in the midst of the civil rights movement, so that's a little different.
That's no excuse.
I don't think. I think at that time, yes, we needed to hear things that he said.
In all of his fights, that's the attitude that he would have.
But most of who he fought were Caucasian.
Floyd Mayweather have the same attitude,
but he's never lost.
And what's the other boxer name? The one that got knocked out?
Pacquiao.
No, Pacquiao
just got knocked out.
I can't think of his name, but he's Muslim. He's Muslim too.
You talking about Wilder?
He got a Muslim name too. I can't think of the name. Can't think of his name. But his knockout was something serious because he was looking messed up.
But that's something we can see on TV and honestly see that you came in last. I think my problem with her, and I know a lot of people feel the same way, is when Alex and Felix went on TV and said everyone has problems and she hopes he gets through it. She said, as quote, because you said it on TV doesn't mean it affects me or that's
it's real.
It was real.
It's not real.
And I'm like, that's like saying she's a scrub, okay?
Alice in Phoenix, Jamaica love.
But,
we love her.
It's not even the country thing. It's just
we love her, yeah.
Show your respect.
She's
appreciated. She has no respect to the other runners. That's one. So why should they show respect to her? That's two.
Doesn't it have to start with self first? You gotta exercise.
I'm gonna disagree with you on this one.
No, let me get in for a second.
I'm gonna tell you why.
He was on the track team. We're not hearing anything from John. He was on the track.
He was a supporter of the track team.
Everybody is not raised with morals.
She's a bird.
That's true.
So even though another person is coming at you without that is not raised with morals, does not mean you have to stoop to their level. So I commend the other runners for not stooping to her level of being disrespectful or saying stuff or saying comments. Because there's no need to stoop to her level. She's the one that was last.
Yes, she's.
Did you know that?
Awful. What do you have to say about this, JohnJohn?
She's a bird.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. That's exactly what I said.
Listen, at the end of the day, look.
He is.
The unfortunate part of it.
At the end of the track, JohnJohn, the track.
Hold on. At the end of the day.
This is not a good reflection of melanated people bringing other melanated people down.
Listen,
and I'm not supporting this right here.
I'm sorry, Aaliyah. I'm going to have to go in. You got to call a kettle black is black. She is not someone that I want my child. I don't want your children. I don't want anyone to look at her and say, wow, she really stood up for herself. There's a way to.
Your children should be looking up to you.
You are correctly right.
She be saying a lot of curse word also.
Wait,
she be saying curse word to the reporters.
Yes, she did, but that was
But we're not up. Her moral standards are not up for debate. We don't know how she was raised. We don't know what her background is.
You are absolutely.
We don't know what she went through. We don't know whether she was.
No, we know to act when we go out.
No, you don't. We don't. But what
we know to act when we go out. It doesn't matter where we go.
She is a public figure. She has blatantly went on Twitter and she knows that she keeps talking about her fans. So here we are. She's putting herself out there to be judged on this platform. No different than I am putting myself out here right now to be judged by anybody who's watching this show, correct? So with that being said, we have to, in this case, as a parent or as someone who's in the sport, who loves the sport, who appreciates the sportsmanship of the sport, she's not someone that I would ever put on a pedestal unless she changes her ways of attitude. She is
You should never put anybody on a pedestal.
Well, no, let's consider.
Hey, we're not going to use the word on the show, ghetto, no.
Let's say this.
I mean,
let's say this.
Donald Trump get on TV and say all kind of stuff that he shouldn't be saying and doing.
Let's say this.
We put him to the side now. She doesn't want to be put to the side. She has a lot of gas in her. The Olympics,
but wait, I think
now 3 years.
I think what it is, all right. So if she wants, remember now she's 21, base, right? She's not a child. She's an adult. She's an adult. She's not a child.
Adult.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if she wants to make track and field a career, she needs a team around her that will teach her proper etiquette, how to do interviews. She may not have this support around her. She may not have this support.
She went straight
so
to and
that would be my advice to her is to get gather herself the appropriate team that will help to rebuild her image, because right now, as of today, she has a negative image.
Basketball players are disrespectful. They don't listen. It's so many of them.
But they're playing their games.
It's not their job, even though they probably could tell her, okay, well, do this or do that. Doesn't mean she can do it.
But you're absolutely right.
They can't make her do it. You can leave.
But if she wants to make this a career, if she wants to make track and field a career, remember now, they usually start retirement at like 35, so she maybe has another 14 or 15 years into it.
Yeah.
Okay. So if her goal is to make it a career, she needs to get the appropriate team around her to really guide her and to stop seeing this as a hobby, because she's.
Nisha,
what happened on Saturday shows that she sees it as a hobby.
But
how she presented herself. There's no need for this, and the social media.
I think she
needs to take a break.
I think she's gonna shut up a lot of people, though. She's gonna come back.
Let me tell you,
think so.
I have no doubt in my heart that she does not have the talent to do so.
Yeah.
Her mouth and her lack of guidance is going to ruin her career. And let me tell you something. I appreciate the sport. I appreciate any country, wherever you come from, blah, blah. I just appreciate, because I know it takes hard work to get to that level. Yeah. But when I see someone who doesn't even acknowledge the best of the best and pay homage and be humble enough to say, I didn't do what I was supposed to do. She blatantly said on there, because I watched it 3 times, I took off a month. Well, you knew that you were racing. Why would you take off a month?
You constantly working.
I mean,
it's a hobby, as Sassy said. She has it as a hobby, not you know.
You knew, and then you're gonna say, "I'm still the 6th fastest. I'm still the 5th, blah blah blah." And then I brought up earlier that I really do believe she smoked the marijuana to cover up the other substance that she took off a month from using. That granted her that 11.
She's not the 6. I know people on my street back home.
She actually, I think she got that.
What was her first time?
Her first time was 10:51. Her first time was 10:70. 72. 10:72.
Then I think she got that down here at a track and field event in Florida.
No, it was at Eugene.
Okay.
Oregon. And then for 1 month later, she gets to 11:14. 1 month.
You know what?
It can be a week. If you're not consistent.
No. Let me tell you something.
A week before, if she came out before she ran, the day before she actually ran that race, I'm sure her coach timed her to tell her where she was at.
Yeah, because she wasn't taking the substance that was helping her get the
already knew where she was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then all right. So then
America owes Merlin Ati a lot of gold.
Okay, so even if that
JohnJohn was gonna say something.
I'm sorry.
JohnJohn.
No, I was just saying, touching back. Yeah, she could be talented as hell, but like Sassy said, you need proper training for. We've seen a lot of athletes come. You had Spreewell, you had Mace, you had a bunch of talented ball players. You have football players right now that's going on with domestic violence, abuse, and stuff like. At the end of the day, if you want to turn this into a career, somebody got to teach her something. She got to learn when, the right time, the right place for everything. But overall, I can guarantee you something. If we go to her house early in the morning, I can guarantee she have the hood booger slippers. and
JohnJohn, how old are you?
Hey, we're not bashing nobody, JohnJohn.
No, he won't say his age.
You ring the doorbell, she comes out with them fuzzy hood booger slippers. What are those? I knew it.
How old are you, JohnJohn?
I'm just saying, it's just facts. I'm just speaking facts right now. That's
I know
all.
I'm about to make a statement. How old are you?
But
hey, Ali, I got on one. Stop it,
You
John.
don't have to say your real age. You can throw out whatever age you want to throw out. How old?
No, I know that's why she's getting offended.
Who?
Aaliyah, because she got them same slippers at her house. I know it.
No.
What, that big bunny slippers?
Talking about something else. I said, how old are you?
The
What you need
maturity
to know?
level
Oh,
he's going
I'm
at, JohnJohn.
Here we go.
35.
He gonna lie. There go his lie. Go ahead.
The maturity.
Okay,
Aaliyah's
so
going at the maturity
how would you
aspect.
feel? How would you? How? Tell me how you would respond if
I was her age.
No,
I would say.
Let me finish my question.
Okay, go ahead.
How would you respond if somebody came into your life and told you to change 35 years of what you know to something that you probably don't know?
Well, one, again, she might not be as mature. That's one. At her age, I was overly matured. So if somebody came to me
We're
with
not
an
talking about you. We're talking about somebody who might be
Okay.
set in
right.
how we don't
But
know.
here's the situation then.
And it's
If
21 years. You can't come into somebody's life and change 21 years of behavior in a certain amount of time.
Okay, let's take for instance your profession.
You can pretend.
Let me try and turn it around. Your profession. You're a professional barber, right? So now you've been doing your thing for X amount of years. Let's just say now, hypothetically, it has not been working out for you, right? But now let's say Nisha comes in your shop one day and say, yo, you know what? You should do this and you should do that because I've been watching and such hasn't been working. And so you would have to take it upon yourself to know now, you know what? Yeah, I got to really put it in perspective that, I've been doing it my way.
Did you
and
hear
it
what
ain't
you
been
said?
working out the right way. Because now she has an opportunity to take herself out of something. Whatever's causing all this thing, this is the opportunity to take you out of it.
But we don't know if she's hearing that or not. We don't know whether she's hearing that or not.
I got something to say.
How is that obvious?
I got something
her
to say that
actions.
can help you, Aaliyah.
It's not obvious because if she's tweeting some stuff out contrary to what she should be tweeting, then nobody has said anything to her.
So yes, they have. The public has, and I'm gonna just tell you.
And if they did, she's not listening.
Well, I'm gonna tell you.
He just said that you have to take it upon yourself. Nobody's going to make her listen to anything.
That's true.
You have to choose to do that on her own.
So
there's no possible way for somebody to come in somebody's life and then just tell them to change up their whole.
You are absolutely right, Aaliyah, and that's the risk that she took, knowing the avenue that she went. Let's sit back and see what happens in a couple of months. What Nike's going to do, what everybody's going to do behind this debacle that she just did. And if that's the lesson that needs to be taught, then let that lesson be taught. Because right now, I'm telling you right now, she has set herself up in a bad
John, drink that laughing juice.
That I'm telling you, I pray that she's able
to come back from it.
What she's already.
Sometimes bad situations get you in the right places. You're
absolutely right. And if this is what's afforded to her to save her from any further destruction, I hope this is the avenue. Because the avenue that she's going right now, where she's becoming this defiant brat of a child that has a tantrum just because she came in last. And then what everybody didn't realize, she was scheduled to run the 200.
And she dropped out.
Didn't do it. So
she dropped out.
She didn't do it.
She run a few races and she get
she was scheduled to run the 200.
And she get a lot of media attention and she just think the Abby.
She was already warmed up. She ran the 100. She basically jogged that. Okay. She could have ran the 200, but she didn't.
She withdrew.
So what does that say? So obviously there's more to this picture than we're seeing.
We don't know. That's the whole thing.
Breaking news. Breaking news.
I'm not. I ain't no judge. You know, I'm not.
I know you're being the devil's advocate.
Breaking news.
I'm gonna wish our people the best, and hopefully they do their very best in all their endeavors.
Breaking news. Breaking news.
Hey, we got JohnJohn reporting for the barbershop.
Wait, can I make this one point?
Yeah.
The way we're talking about Sha'carri, the people who are around R. Kelly should have been screaming the same way. We're basically saying to her, you're going the wrong avenue.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with what we're saying. It's our opinion. It's up to her if she wants to listen. If these same ideas that we're saying right now was towards R. Kelly, he has no excuse to say he didn't know that. Or he didn't know what he was doing and what was wrong. We're basically saying you're going the wrong way. Humble yourself.
Yeah, humble.
How many times somebody told you not to do something and you did it?
Oh, Alia.
Not that many times.
Everybody on this panel can say that somebody told you.
Yeah, but it's a little different. This is her career. This is her career.
So we're not even talking about career. It ain't. We talking about just the basics of something that somebody told you not to do and you did it anyway.
So you agree with her not listening?
You can't judge. You can't judge. You just can't judge.
Yes, you can. Because let me tell you why you can judge.
Somebody need to tell her.
Judge because she's made too many mistakes over and over again.
And
what does that say?
And we all
like a domino.
No, we don't. I don't make no mistake. What
yes,
mistake?
you do.
I can't remember.
Yes,
I can't remember the last time I made a mistake.
Yes, you do. And I'm not even gonna say
You
nothing.
forgot to take the garbage out.
Go ahead, Corey. Go ahead. I'm sorry I had to cut you off.
Hey, JohnJohn, that's out from me.
Aaliyah, let your
That
child.
was a reminder.
You gonna let them keep making the mistake?
Huh?
You gonna let your child keep making the same mistake?
As a matter of fact, garbage tomorrow.
Yeah. If I tell them one time and they don't listen, I let them continue on until they figure it out.
And then let me tell you,
it's not for me. It's not for me to sit and tell.
No, but if you can prevent her from getting worse.
The only thing that I am to do is direct them in the way that they should go.
Yes, that's what we're trying to do.
That's what we're trying to
say. Kids, adults, or anybody you come in contact with, you can tell them something. Does not mean that they're going to do it. And does not mean that they're going to listen. And even though you're telling them something that's right, they're still going to do what they want to do until they decide that they want to change what they're going to do.
Which is absolutely correct, and I agree with you.
There are things that everybody on this panel are doing right now today that they know they should not be doing, and they're doing it anyway.
Which is absolutely correct.
Yes.
But then again, this form is our opinion and how we feel about her.
Right.
And if we are able to express it, I'm just telling you flat out, she's stupid. Sit down.
Somebody tell me.
She's being all right. So she's letting her emotions guide her way too much. She needs to use more logic. She needs to really exercise being more responsive than reactive. Because I mean, when you let your emotions control you, it really will have you stumble and fall really quickly.
Breaking news.
Go ahead, JohnJohn. Go ahead.
And everybody has been in that position and they've done it.
But come on, this is her career. She has to really. I mean, she's 21, but this is her career. She has to understand that, because then if she has no plan B, if this is her A and she has no plan B, this is what's going to spiral her out into deep depression and all sorts of. It'll be a catastrophic outcome.
When it comes down to of a person that's responding in certain ways, it doesn't matter whether it's their career or not. If you go to your job and somebody disrespect you on your job, you're gonna act a damn fool.
And then you're not gonna have that job.
But that's my whole.
You're not gonna have that job no more.
That's my whole point. Because
if you were a teacher, nobody would be in the
control what they want to control when they choose to. When they feel like it's over the line, they're gonna act stupid, and that's what they do. It doesn't matter about whether it's a career or whether it's not a career. If that's how they want to act, that's how they gonna act.
Well,
if Alia was a teacher, she would just tell her students, if you don't want to learn, your fault.
She's not gonna
learn. She gonna
you
learn.
wouldn't force them to learn.
Because I'm gonna tell you something. Listen, at the end of the day, she is either gonna
what time is it?
Figure it out.
Talking about the end of the day,
and start to do things the right way, because no one is gonna endorse the foolishness at the end of the day, no matter how.
They will remove their money because they will not want to be associated with it.
Or she gonna get left behind. That's just how it works.
And it happens real quick. And track and field, you get replaced real quick.
I just got the word from my man in California. He just told me Nike just dropped her. My man just called me. He just texted me. He said Nike just dropped her.
They dropped
her. And Kanye West just picked her up. So she's having these Hood Booger Yeezy slippers that coming out next weekend. It'll be out on the show by next weekend. I would just like everyone to know that Hood Booger, you can get it in any fur that you want, chinchilla or anything on the shelf. The new Yeezys Hood Booger slippers.
The
Tell a
long
friend.
nails and the laces.
Tell a friend.
Hey, did they drop her?
Now, hey, but I was hearing
Nike
that.
just dropped her.
Oh,
I was hearing that Elaine, she has a Nike deal.
Elaine?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
has a Nike deal, but they're not
Promoting it.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's Jamaican, dog.
Listen, at the end of the day,
Yeah, girl in a man.
listen, look, any person, look, let's say Bolt also. Bolt
Who?
now is going
Both
from
had Puma. He had Puma. He had Puma.
but now you get Gatorade and all these different things. You think if he went up there and started talking retarded and reckless, any of this would come about, no matter how talented he is?
They wouldn't keep
They
him. They wouldn't
know he's
offer it.
constantly. Look at what's the boxer name, Broda?
Not sure.
Constantly getting into stuff. Talented boxer, but at the end of the day, nobody's putting any money
They
behind
see
it.
them as a high risk. They don't want their product and their own image
So
destroyed.
at the end of the day, even for her, she could be the fastest woman on the planet. At the end of the day, no one is endorsing the foolishness at the end of the day.
No.
Because it doesn't make sense financially at the end of the day.
Can
No
I
fact.
tell you something? So when they played her losing, how many times afterwards did we see that Nike commercial with the long nails and her running and all this other stuff?
Slow.
It went throughout every break. We saw her in that commercial about how she's proven that she's the fastest or whatever. And it was like more of a slap in the face, I feel, for Nike. And I know ever,
because I know
got
I know
hurt.
I know she could do better if she was constantly training. I think she would do
She needs
better.
to get her focus back.
Yeah, she does need
And really take a break from social media. She should. I mean, she should have been training in that time, but she needs to really remove herself from that social media and go focus on her career.
Yeah, she does.
But there is somebody training specially for her in Jamaica, so she got to train harder.
Right.
Yeah.
She was like, I've been to Jamaica, been there, done that.
Yeah.
A
An
guy
invite there.
A guy.
They offered her a stay in Jamaica, all inclusive, everything.
For a week.
To recover from her sorrows from her mom dying.
Yeah.
She said, "I've been to Jamaica."
She said,
I've been there, done that.
been there, done that. You know.
All right, so hold up, Nisha. So you have a mansion. Not sure what Q has. Sassy, I don't know what you have. But did anyone see Aaliyah's goat just now?
Yes.
Yeah. When did you
What
go
kind
and
of
get a
picture are
goat?
those? What kind of picture are those?
That is a cute
No.
dog.
Huh?
That was a goat.
What's the dog's name?
King.
Oh.
He's begging.
We should be like, oh my God, he's so cute.
He's so cute. Look at him.
Aww.
Oh.
Get his tallywhacker out the camera.
Oh, that was a goat. So the Aaliyah done came up.
I think I think everybody in their life has once have been served a piece of the humble pie. And I think that makes you a better person. Personally, that's my opinion. And I think she needs to eat a whole big humble pie and just shut up and get off the social
restart.
media.
She needs to reset.
And restart.
She
all
needs
over
to
again.
reset.
And I pray that she gets it together and we see her in many more races and many more events.
From the day that race was over, she should be back in training.
I pray that she gets it together. I just do. And this is another prayer. I pray that they acknowledge Elaine Thompson for making that number that she did. That is remarkable.
Yeah.
Hands down. They need to give her some props on that. And I don't think
For what?
NBC personally gave her no interview.
No. None. I was
Nothing.
looking for it. None.
But they gave this little ragged ass bitch a whole segment. To flip her hair. I'm 6. You didn't even
The thing is that they didn't even interview her.
God forgive me. I'm afraid of this. I'm afraid of
They didn't interview not one Jamaican.
Not one.
Listen.
Well,
Listen. You guys got to understand this. The media is an American media.
Yeah.
Win or lose America, the camera focus on them.
Yeah.
That is true. That is true.
Wait a minute. Was it the same for both though?
Huh?
I don't know. I don't know
I
if
don't
he
know.
ever did. He do this race?
Yeah,
I'm not sure if he did this invitation.
I'm saying, after winning anything, did they interview?
They interview Gatlin every time that he lost.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know what happened.
so we can't say. That.
I lost.
He's coming up for retirement, isn't he?
Yes.
He's pushing 40, so he's coming up for
that silver
retirement.
patch on top looking good.
I haven't seen him. I didn't see him, but I was like, he's still running.
America has one Phoenix.
Just you need to make that phone call and see if we can get an interview from them. Then
we'll do
it.
A reminder that Gatlin and Richardson have the same trainer.
Yes, they do. They train on the HSI.
So that whole I'm hype, I'm this, I'm that. Well, you see where it's coming from.
Yeah.
And she only turned pro last year, so that means she's still a newbie at this. Last year.
She needs to get her team together.
She does.
That's what I say.
Oh, what you said? They train with HSI?
HSI.
You know what that means, right?
Nope.
Oh shit! It's them again.
What?
I didn't get it.
I didn't get that one. I'm lost.
So they see the green and gold coming behind it. Oh shit! It's them again.
Yeah.
Is them again? Is them?
It's them again.
But I think
Welcome to
it's
Jam
not
Rock.
specific to just America. They have foreign runners on that team as well. So please.
Yeah, because listen, the track and field, certain persons, even though they may be from a different country, they will opt to run for America because of endorsement. They need the endorsement because, like I said, that's their career and that's where they get their finances from. So
Do you know Merlin Atty from Jamaica?
we know.
She has the most silver. You know, America owes her a lot of gold.
For
Just
what?
for the steroids and the drugs they were taking.
Back then.
Yeah, and the technology wasn't there to recognize the drugs.
Yes, it was.
He ran the most second in history.
Oh my
He
god.
has the most silver in history.
Okay.
But now they said Shelly has 20.
What? Shelly?
Yeah.
Silver?
Award. Medal.
All together.
She has 20.
Yeah,
and then what's next after that?
Come on.
We're not doing this.
Yeah. but this young lady, Sha'carri, man, when you see social media going on her like that, Nicki Minaj, Drake, all these people going on her, she just needs to be humble, man, and take it just, step by step.
She's in reactive mode right now. So
she has
that's really what it is.
has a lot of gas in her, man. She needs to be humble and prepare for this. This is the big league.
Oh, she does need to prepare for Brianna.
Yeah.
Brianna. So we're gonna end the show, I guess. And we've all
ma'am.
expressed our
Let's get this recap.
views.
Yeah.
Let's get this
And
recap.
I just want to say thank you guys for coming out tonight. And as you see, this conversation got real heated and
I like it.
love everybody, and I loved it. I loved the tension that we had, and we all had differences. But at the end of the day, as somebody else was saying, we all come and it's all one love, right?
One love.
God, Lisa, I love you. You're starting to get that Jamaica flavor.
So listen. So regardless of what was said tonight, we all wish everybody we spoke about, right? The best. In life, and go in the right direction, what have you, as far as the Tyrese, as far as the R.Kelly. I hope he gets his stuff together, and Lord, please watch over Sha'carri Richardson. I mean, we just want the best for everybody, correct? Am I
correct?
With that?
Correct.
All right.
Ma'am.
Well, it was great talking to you guys, right?
Jam Rock.
And we want to give a shout out to Spotify.
You want to go
All the
for the
platforms.
platform? Let's go for the platform. Take it away.
YouTube, Facebook, Anchor,
Pocket Cast.
Come on, Aaliyah.
Podcaster.
Right, and iHeartRadio.
And this is your boy Q representing Fedora.
Oh my
God.
Yeah. Now it comes out. Yeah.
Go ahead, John. Say your words.
Oh, I just want to thank everyone. Nisha, I want to thank you. And you're going to start doing this more often so I can take you down.
Oh, Lord.
So, I just want to thank everybody out there.
You should have seen it coming, Nisha. You should have seen it coming.
Yeah. It's so good.
Maybe it's your style that changes, you know?
It's all good, man. It's just, we wish everyone the best, man. I just want to thank everyone once again for always tuning in and checking in with us. Doors open at 9 o'clock every Friday, man. You know how we do it. All day, every day. So I just want everybody to go out in the world and be somebody. Change something in your community, please.
Yes.
Number one thing. Yeah. Change something in your community. So we at.
Positive vibes.
Yes.
If Alia do the show, start the show, it's gonna be like a after 12 late show. It's gonna be like, welcome to Live Barbershop. You know Alia. Alia will be killing them softly.
I talk slow.
You don't want to do that. You got security in the barbershop.
Good night, everyone.
All right, good night, everyone. I love y'all.
Love you, man.
Good night.
One love.
Go out in the world and be somebody.